Good morning and welcome to the program TVC Breakfast. It's another Monday and my name is Itoma Edu.
Well, good morning, Nigeria. It's another beautiful Monday. Welcome to our show. There's a lot to talk about today. I am Ria Abdul.
Absolutely. New week, new time, no Monday blues. We're here again to give you all the information that you deserve to know. I'm Ibrahim Shita. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. It's never too early for breakfast. My name is Olamide Odekunle, and I'm so pleased that you're choosing to spend your morning here with us on the TVC Breakfast Show.
You know, it's beautiful. There's no way I'll say that good morning and you do not wake up.
Good morning, Nigeria.
Time for the morning show. Well, it's going to be a beautiful day. There's a lot to discuss on the table, and we're definitely going to be talking about it right here on the show. You know how we do it. We're going to do our newspaper review where we bring you everything that's on the headlines of the newspaper. And then we're going to go to Abuja at some point, and Fubara is taking lead. And just after that, we're going to have an interview where we speak about fame and finance. And then the delectable Olamide will let us know what is trending all around the world. So it's definitely going to be a beautiful show. Like I always say, please grab your cup of coffee and let's have a fantastic show. Now we'll start with this really great story. The Kano-born conjoined twins, Hassana and Husseini, have returned home 2 years after undergoing a successful separation surgery in Saudi Arabia. Now, they were received at the airport by Governor Abba Yusuf and the Consul General, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in Kano, Kahali Ahmed. TVC News senior reporter Ibrahim Isa reports on this.
The aircraft carrying Hassana and Husseina touched down at the Malam Aminu Kano International Airport, marking an emotional homecoming for the family. The twins left for Saudi Arabia in October 2023, where they underwent months of intensive medical examinations before a complex separation surgery sponsored by the King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center. In the company of their parents, they were warmly received by Governor Abba Yusuf and the Saudi Consul General, Khalid Ahmed. Governor Yusuf thanked the Saudi authorities for the gesture and announced that the Kano state government will sponsor their education from kindergarten to tertiary level, in addition to providing healthcare support.
On behalf of the good people of Kano State, I seize this opportunity to most humbly thank His Majesty, the King of Saudi Arabia, as well as the Consul General and all other people that contributed one way or the other toward the successful operation of these children.
The parents also expressed their heartfelt gratitude to the Saudi government for funding the surgery and ensuring their daughter's safe return. Doctors revealed that the twins were joined at the lower abdomen, pelvis, and spine, sharing vital structures that made the case one of the most complex in the history of the Saudi Conjoined Twins program. The separation surgery, performed by 19 surgeons in 9 carefully coordinated stages, lasted approximately 14 hours and was hailed as a major humanitarian achievement. The separation of Hassana and Husseina marks the 65th successful operation under the Saudi Siamese Twin Separation Program, which has provided care for 150 sets of conjoined twins from 25 countries over the past 35 years. Ibrahim Isa, TVC News, Kano.
And this is where we say, Mongo de Allah, at this point. We thank God that, this has happened. Etoma, you had them 19 hours, working on these children. And when we talk about conjoined twins, this is not the first time we hear about it. In countries like India, Indonesia, we see a lot of it happens there. And oftentimes, these children do not get, they do not get to survive when they go through the operation. So it's beautiful news to see that, through this program, they've been separated. You can see the happiness on the faces of their parents as well. Etoma.
That shows the advancement of the medical surgery, so to say. And the team that worked on the conjoined twins were very thorough. Yeah. They were very thorough. Had 38 consultants and specialists, including experts in pediatric surgery, neurosurgery, orthometrics, urology, anesthesia, plastic surgery. Yeah. You know, they all came together. It was a major, major thing. my happiness is that at the end of all this gathering of men and women of timber and caliber, as far as the medical profession is concerned, that they came out with a success. Remember, the twins were joined at the pelvis, the spine. They were sharing these things. So the procedure would have been really thorough, really painstaking. No wonder they spent so much time.
And Ibrahim, we know there were 19 surgeons as well, you know, working on these children. Oftentimes, most of them that are connected by the brain and the heart, it's very difficult to separate them because, you know, these are really, really vital things. But this is vital as well. We're looking at the lower abdomen. It's just beautiful to see that at the end of the day, we can see these children come back home, you know, safe and sound.
Those ones joined by the head, I think they are called craniospagos, you know, twins, the Siamese twins.
By the brain. And
it actually came to limelight when Ben Carson, you know, wrote a book, Gifted Hands. You know, that's what also shot it into limelight when he was able to separate, you know, twins that had their heads you know, connected together. Now we're seeing that, as you said, the surgery in medicine is now getting, you know, advanced because of the technology they've introduced and all of that. But it's a beautiful thing that is being done by the Saudi Arabian you know, surgeons and all of them coming together and being sponsored by the Kano state government. I'm happy that they say they are going to take care of the students, children's education. Government is a continuum. It's not when the government lives there and they will now have the successive government saying, no, we didn't know anything about it. But I want to see our country doing something like this, you know. Although it has happened in Nigeria, you know, there was one that was done in National Hospital in 2019 to 2020. There was another one in FMC Yola 2018, FMC Kefi Nasarawa State 2020, meaning that we've also done this. There was also a notable one done in 1988 by Professor Nene Obianyo. So many things that we've done. So I want a country where we'll have people coming from other countries, because Siamese twins is not something that is new, as you said. You see it in India, see it in Pakistan, see it in different countries. I want them to be coming to Nigeria to be doing this, to be performing this surgery. So much so that rather than spending our monies outside there, we'll have these monies, you know, back in our own country.
And you know, Olamide, I'll say that if we've done it before, we can do it again. You know, just like Ibrahim has mentioned, you know, the places that, you know, it happened in Nigeria. But I want us to come to a point that we can say that if something is happening, we can take care of it in Nigeria. I'm talking about our healthcare system. But let's now take it back to these two children that 2 years is not a joke and they are back home.
Absolutely. As Ibrahim said, and as you rightly pointed out, this is a wonderful time to celebrate. These are children whose qualities of lives have been improved. But the question is, how do we build a system where children like this don't have to travel abroad for world-class healthcare? I will commend the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. They have taken a particular interest in the north. There's lots of, we saw with the Kuwait Fund in Kaduna State, they've taken a valid interest in the north. But what worries me is that it's not the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's job. It's important to know that these surgeries only have a 30% success rate. So what these surgeons did is absolutely wonderful. And it's important to note that these children could have had great quality of life. They have conjoined twins in America now who are sharing a husband. I don't know about sharing a husband. One of them is actually pregnant and both of them are sharing the child and sharing the husband. So but the question is, would they have been able to have that same quality of life in Nigeria? I highly doubt. So for them, this surgery was very pertinent and vital.
I think if you ask me, I think it was very vital for them to be separated actually.
You know, do you know that back in the day, the Saudi king used to come to Nigeria for medical treatment. They'd been here, I can't remember the year, but I know UCH Ibadan. They'd been there. You know, we used to have people coming from outside of the country to get treated. So I want to see in Nigeria of the old where we have people flocking in, not because of anything, not because of our investment alone, but because of our medical, you know, facilities. And
of course, Ibrahim, from your mouth to God's ears. I am hoping and I'm sure that
to the government's table.
To the government's table and to God as well. And I'm sure that if we've done it before, we can do it again.